when muscle car legends are named. The 1970 Buick often flies under the radar, but make no mistake, this machine carried the DNA of power, elegance, and American grit, making it a true sleeper of the golden era. The Skylark, originally introduced in the 1950s as a luxury convertible, had by 1970 evolved into a full-fledged, mid-size performance car. What set the 1970 model apart was its crisp, aggressive styling, refined driving manners, and a wide array of potent V8 engines that gave it credibility on the street and respect on the dragstrip. The 1970 Buick was available with several engine options, starting with a 250 cubic inch and moving up to a 350 cubic inch V8, producing 260 horsepower. However, true enthusiasts gravitated toward the Skylark GS Grand Sport trim, particularly the GS 455, which packed a monstrous 455 cubic inch, 7.5-liter V8 under the hood. This engine produced 350 horsepower and a stump-pulling 510 pounds-ft of torque, the highest torque figure for any American production car that year, even more than the vaunted Hemi, paired with either a 3-speed manual or a turbo, Hydromatic 400 automatic transmission. The GS 455 turned the Skylark into a brutally quick cruiser that could outrun many better-known rivals. Compared to contemporaries like the Chevelle, Pontiac GTO, and Oldsmobile 442, the Skylark was often considered the more refined option. Buick's traditional focus on luxury with undeniable muscle. While it may not have had the same aggressive marketing or cult following, it offered comparable performance. With a quieter cabin and more upscale appointments, the GSX version, a limited production beast based on the Skylark, even came with wild graphics, a rear spoiler, and performance upgrades that pushed it firmly into muscle car elite status. In terms of its historical role, the 1970 Skylark represents the pinnacle of Buick's muscle car efforts before tightening emissions, regulations, and fuel crises began to neuter high-powered engines. It symbolized a rare blend of sophistication and performance, something Buick would move away from in later decades as it shifted toward more conservative luxury vehicles. Looking forward, the Skylark's legacy could serve as inspiration for Buick's future if the brand ever decides to rekindle its performance roots. With electrification on the horizon, a modern interpretation of the Skylark, perhaps as a hyper coupe, could revive the name and spirit of 1970 in a bold, modern way. The world may be going electric, but there's still room for history, and the Skylark deserves to soar again.